Hello there. In this short demonstration, we're going to take you through the fast food analysis using Map Intelligence. This demonstration was generated from data in Excel, pushed to the Map Intelligence server. It's been saved as what we call a launch file so we can provide an interactive map. The demo itself looks at fictitious data for the fast food industry in Sydney and Australia. As we go through, we'll take you through viewing data in the location information panel, changing themes on the map, using the heat map visualization, zooming into the map and using active points. If we scroll down the demonstration page on fast food, when you come to do this, you can download a PDF guide to walk you through. So we'll just start the fast food application by clicking on this button, which will fire up a web browser. We're going to the Map Intelligence server on Amazon in Sydney, and we've generated a map back from that data from the launch file. As you can see, we've come in at the local government area, and it's color-coded according to the most common type of food outlet. By default, we've got the legend up, and you can see the types of fast food according to the areas in Sydney. If I click this button, it'll turn the legend off. This will bring it back in again. If we hover over the legend, we can drag it around and place it where we want it on the map so that it's not in the way. You can immediately tell to the west and south of Sydney, the most common food is chicken outlets, whereas the north has more burgers and the east favours pizzas in blue. We can easily change the colour theme by accessing our layer control here and clicking on the income button, which will change the theming for the LGAs to income, and as you'll see, the legend has already also updated. We can see that LGAs in the south and west of the Sydney area have lower incomes, and those with higher tend to be in the north and east, closer to the beaches. We can close the layer control manager so it's out of the way, and if we go and click on the map somewhere, as long as this information icon is activated, we'll get some detail about what's in the data, what's in the map, sorry. That particular area I've clicked on then is in the Hornsby LGA, and we can see the income there is 44,000. We can close that down. If we go back into the layer control and go to most common franchise, which was our initial view, and if we once again click on an area up in this area, we'll see that the most common category within Baulkham Hills is chicken. If we click the little X button here, we'll close the information panel. And now we might go and look at a heat map visualization. We're seeing color-coded LGAs at the moment, but there is outlet data underneath this that we can see in more detail. If I click on the Visualizations tab, which is the second one across, and click on Heat Map to bring it in, we can drag the opacity up so it's much brighter when we see it. We're based on outlets, and we want to do it by category. We'll just move the cell size down slightly. This is up to the user to adjust these. We'll move the search up a little bit, and we'll just make the level 6, and we'll make this first color white or very pale and leave that at red. If we click apply, that will now go and apply the heat map across the Sydney area. If I step the map in one area further, we can see how the heat maps changed based on that. What we can see from this is around this area here in Western Sydney, which is around the Parramatta area, we've got a high concentration, and there's also around the CBD. So what we might do is click the shift, hold down our shift key, and just draw a box, and we'll zoom into that area. As you can see, when we've come in, the color coding for the LGAs is automatically turned off, and we're now showing the individual outlets. At this level, the heat map has done its work already. It's focused in on where the most outlets are, so we can turn the heat map off and close the layer manager as well. You can see the actual outlets are color-coded based on the type of fast food they're selling. So red for burgers, yellow for chicken, blue for pizza. Now we've taken these points and we've actually themed them in two ways. So if we go back out to our layer manager control, you can see we've got outlets by category. If we click the by name, the map legend will be updated in the map itself, and you can see they're now squares and they're color-coded based on the type of fast food outlet they are. So you can see red is Burger House, blue is Little Italy, and so on. What we'll show now is active points. If we go and click on one of these and get information like we did before, you can see we've got a specific address there. We've got some detail about the outlet, the postcode it's in, its name, its category, its revenue, the specific address, a link, and Wentworthville. And we've also still got the data for the most common category in the LGA. Now if we press on this link file here, which is linked to go, and we'll see open in a new window, and I'll just shrink that down, we can see we've gone to the Theodore's website and pulled up that data. Now that link could be across to anything that's web accessible, so it could be across to a BI tool to run another report on that particular organisation, or as a website like we've done here. So this has been a very simple demonstration showing some of the features of Map Intelligence. We have a range of other demonstrations available if you'd like to look at further details. Thanks for your interest.